Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a bit of a different one. Y'all asked and I said yeah. I'm going to be doing a little chit chat with you guys as I do my makeup. I am heading out to go see some cute Christmas markets, so I'm just gonna get all ready. This is the look. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for rocking with me this whole Vlogmas. Thank you for seeing the ups and the downs and the car tire trouble and all the mess. If you've watched every single video so far, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, I have created a playlist so you can catch up. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's get this makeup on. First of all, let me get some Carmex on my lips before they fall off. Perhaps we'll start by addressing the little elephant in the room, just a tiny elephant. Why did I leave YouTube for so long? I don't know if that's an elephant, but for me, I feel like it might be. So I always start off with my brows. I have to do my brows first, because I kind of feel like it will mess up the rest of my makeup. Using Lottie London brow wax. So yeah, how come I was away for so long? I mean, my intention was to always come back onto YouTube. As my career started to kind of go buck wild on all the other platforms, it was a little bit difficult to just manage. And then I started doing travel content as well, so that then made it really hard. I literally had moments where I'd fly out, come home from a trip, and then I'd have to like put my suitcase down and repack again because I was flying out perhaps 2 days later. Trying to find the time to come home and edit those pieces of content for YouTube was just really difficult. Now, thank God, I've kind of got the means to be able to manage YouTube as well as manage all the other platforms that I'm on as well. I think that has come with experience as well. I mean, I started doing YouTube, I want to say 11 years ago, and this is my first ever YouTube video. I didn't actually know where it was gonna go. I was kind of just doing it because I didn't want to get a job. I didn't want to go and work for anybody. I'd literally have people say to me, why don't you do a YouTube channel? Why don't you share like where you get your hair from? And I think at the time, the wig community was really blowing up on YouTube, and that meant that people were so intrigued by it that they just wanted to see the process, get advice on where to buy wigs, and that was AliExpress. And I used to make my wigs myself, so I used to do videos on making wigs and stuff, and that is really what sort of propelled me into the YouTube space. I used to have my laptop with me all the time, and I'd edit my vlogs at any chance I would get. It just became such a tedious task, and I remember the hard drive I had back then, if any small jig, it was over. I'm going to use Benefit Goof Proof. My hope is to be back, and my hope is to be consistent back on here again. I'm sure a lot of you can tell, people who used to watch me, you know, all those years ago, you can probably see a lot of changes. For one, I'm in a space of my own. I moved out of home, it was last year, and I've already spoken about this in a previous video, and to be honest with you, so many things kind of happened that year. I watched something recently and they were kind of talking about change. Sorry, I'm using L'Oreal. There really is not much left. Look at the bottom of that. The year I moved out was kind of a moment for me, in the sense that like I didn't even plan to move out. I was in a relationship for 4 years and we were, you know, planning our future together and everything. And once that relationship sort of broke down, we went our separate ways. I spoke to God, I spoke to my big sister, and I was really nervous actually to like move out. I'm Nigerian, and in our kind of custom, I don't want to say culture, I want to say our custom. I don't know who decided the rule, but in our custom, you just don't leave your parents' house until you're married. I just didn't want to feel like I was stuck in, you know, my parents' home, and that was a home I've lived in since I was 3. So you can imagine I'd outgrown the space physically. I had certain habits in my mum's house, and I was like, I need to kind of break these habits. I was very intrigued by the process. I was more like, okay, can I do it? Is this something that I can do? Is it doable? And then that's when I realized, going back to the video that I watched, what I saw recently about kind of entering a new phase in life. That's when I realized that like, I'm an adult. I can actually make these sort of decisions for myself. It was truly, truly what I needed at that time. I turned 30 in 2020. And I think that was definitely what gave me a little kick up my butt that was like, you can do what you want. Certain things in life that you feel is right for you, you don't need to go and seek validation. The video basically said it's something called your Saturn return. Like on your 30th birthday, there is a massive shift in your life. Let me do my Googles. A Saturn return happens approximately every 29.5 years. The duration of Saturn's orbit around the sun. So it takes Saturn 29.5 years to go around the sun, which means it lands in the same place in the sky it did when you were born, roughly around the time you turned 29 and a half, 30. Generally, it returns for approximately 2.5 years. So the return happens for about 2.5 years. Actually, thinking back now, I was in that past relationship and I definitely feel like it was around the time where my eyes just sort of opened. L'Oreal True Match foundation. I'm gonna conceal with the L'Oreal Infallible. In that relationship, I think my eyes just started to open to certain things and I started to realize that it just wasn't working out for me. That's a very scary thing to have to admit to yourself. You know, a lot of the time, like, we make excuses because we don't want society to place us in a box, or, you know, we don't want people to say, oh my God, you broke up, or you're single. Our answer to the questions of what happened to X person is a lot more daunting, so we kind of just stick. The idea of being in a relationship is what people idolize a lot more. I'm just not that girl. So then when I turned 30, oh God, Saturn was really in return because there was this big shift. Luckily for me, I feel like I made the best decision for myself. I've since dated, I've since, you know, met people. It's difficult to admit that, okay, I'm going back to being single, but when you enter the dating world and when you come out of a relationship that's taught you so much, it's not that easy to get back into one. And I'm the kind of girl, I can let people go. I learned that about myself a long time ago. It didn't just affect like that relationship, it affected a lot of relationships in my life. I feel like I woke up one morning and I was like, I ain't doing this no more. This Saturn return kind of affected so many aspects of my life. I was with management at one time and something really awful happened with that management, and it kind of did hurt me quite a bit because I felt like we had a pretty decent relationship. That really rubbed me up the wrong way. I think I went through certain phases of being angry, and then I went through a phase of sort of being upset, very emotional about it, and not really knowing where to go. Honestly, so many things, I don't want to say broke down, but so many things broke down all at the same time. It kind of began from my 29th, but then into my 30th, my 31st, and then definitely into my 32nd. And I think I'm only now at a place where things are like a lot more settled, and I think I have a better understanding of who I want to be in this world and the kind of people I want around me. I have a better understanding of what I won't tolerate from people, because in the past I'm just like, oh, la-di-da-di-da. I always say like I'm like a fairy with my head in the clouds. When you show up for people at times, are they gonna have that same energy and show up for you when you require it, when you need it? So yeah, when I just felt like I was sort of alone in certain situations, I think that pissed me off. It pissed me off. I'm using Huda Beauty Blondie powder and I'm just gonna highlight everywhere. I contoured my nose using the L'Oreal Infallible. That's the darkest shade that I have. These were difficult conversations that I had to have with people around me, and unfortunately it did cause some of the relationships to break down. The way it was going, and you know, listen, I choose peace over anything, and I think I always think about how somebody makes me feel when I'm not with them. Does my spirit feel safe when I am not in their presence? I'm a very loyal person. Like I like to believe. I'm quite loyal. I'm loyal, boo. I think I was expecting myself from other people, which is another reason why I was highly disappointed in a lot of people. I'm now at a place where I don't give a f. I'm gonna use my Bare Minerals. This is my holy grail. This is the cinnamon. So I'm at a place where I'm like, I don't give a F. I've been through so much, and if I start to speak about the stuff I've been through, everybody goes through stuff in life. I think a lot of what I have been through, you know, becoming a mum at 17, navigating that space, a lot of the trauma is still sitting with me. I still feel a lot of the trauma. I still have to deal with a lot of the trauma. I am a single mum. I make all the decisions around here, therefore I am a single mother. Anybody want to contest that? That's what I thought. But I'm literally at a place where it's like my renaissance. I'm now at that place. Career-wise, things are going great. I'm using Beauty Bay. It's a bronzer. It's called Oak. I'm just going to use it to contour my eyes, actually. I don't want my eyes to look flat. I'm just going to give it a little lift just here. If you guys can see that. And even in terms of Coco and stuff, like I want to be a cool mum. Within reason, okay? I want him to be able to come and talk to me about anything. I hope that he can say when he's older, like, you know, my mum was so cool, she did this and she did that. Because I'd like to think I've shown him that through everything, you need to enjoy your life. When he asked to go to New York for his birthday, I was like, hell yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but I just wanted to just lift up my brows, lift up my eyes a little bit more rather than it just looking dull. I'm gonna use the same bronzer actually to contour my cheeks. If there's one thing I'm gonna leave you with in this life, that is to explore the world. See the world, meet new people. London is big, but it's not big enough to expand your mind and teach you about yourself. You'll learn a lot more life lessons when you meet people and you explore the world. That's one thing I try to teach him. And I'll tell you one thing, my son does not like traveling. I don't know whose child that is because that ain't mine. My son does not like traveling. He doesn't enjoy the like rigmarole of going to the airport and then this and then that. He definitely gets into it once we're there. Definitely. He'll always have a good time. He's my child. He'll meet people, he'll make friends. He'll always have a good time. We went on a family trip to Jamaica and this boy was making friends up and down. Girls too. So I think I've just been trying to do at least 2 trips a year with him. Unfortunately, we were only able to do the one. This year went by so fast. We were only able to do the one this year, which was New York, and that was his birthday trip. But he had such a good time. I surprised him and he had such a good time, bless him. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Glowish blush. And I'm also gonna use MAC Raisin. You can tell it's my favorite, right? I've hit pan. I'm highlighting with my Wet n Wild highlighter. This is absolute fave. Everything I'm using in this video, I've used for years. I'm just adding a glow here. And I'm also gonna put a glow right here, because we like that. Definitely planning something for his birthday next year. He's gonna be 16. He's gonna be 16 and I can't believe that. Yeah, he's turning 16 and he's currently in secondary school. He is doing his GCSEs at the moment. Well, he's preparing for his GCSEs at the moment because that's gonna happen in May next year. And I'm so scared for him, guys. I could honestly cry thinking about it. Esther, get it together, get it together. I have a big child. I have a man child. I have somebody who is in high school. It makes me really nervous because I'm like, this is my baby, you guys. Like, this boy is my baby. I feel like I just had him. And how are we going on to do all these big things? But he's doing really well. Coco is so responsible. I'm gonna use my brow gel really quickly. This is the Benefit Brow Setter. I know I've put the brow wax, but I just like to go over it just to make sure any kind of powder that's come onto my brow can kind of just be cleaned off. And my mum is a sucker for this boy. She is a sucker for Coco. If I'm to tell him off in her presence, she's like, oh no, it's not so bad, you know, it's okay. But you just told me that he did some shit and you wanted me to tell him off. Now it's okay. So yeah, they have the best relationship and my mum was honestly so instrumental in helping me raise Coco. I don't think I could do half of what I do now, even in my job, without my mum. I definitely subconsciously learned a lot of what I know about parenting through my mum. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's the brown liner and I love how the brown liner looks. Can you guys see that? I like that it's not too like harsh. I think black now, I'm just so used to using brown. I think black is too harsh for my face. His school is still in my mum's area and that was the reason why I didn't want to move him down to this area where I am now. I want to spray my face with the Benefit Professional primer. I'm just going to do like a quick sweep before I put on mascara. So yeah, he's such a great kid. Honestly, he really is. I think this is why dating as well can be a little bit difficult, because sometimes I think Coco's already grown. That person has to help him through the next phase of life, which is kind of becoming into a man. Mascara is L'Oreal Telescopic, one of my favorite mascaras ever. It's tiring trying to be there for a child in every way you can possibly be, especially when you're doing it by yourself. I know that responsibility solely falls on me right now. You know, trying to show up for your child in every single way is exhausting, whilst trying to show up for myself. And I do think that aspect of things really did suffer when I was going through what I was going through. I found it really difficult to show up for Coco, and I almost don't even really remember like where I was mentally, because I'm sure I was just checked out, and I'm sure Coco could also notice that I was kind of just checked out. I think I was just walking, but I wasn't really going anywhere. When it comes to dating, I think I'm just like, don't waste my time. Will this person be a good example to Coco? Are they prepared to father a grown child? I'm using these half lashes. They are by Baby Winks. I think I've learnt so much over the years that I will absolutely protect Coco from anyone. This is my personal opinion. I would just rather not be with somebody that has kids. I come as a package. However, I don't come with the stereotypical mother of a child's package. Because quite frankly, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. You're never gonna see me come into somebody's door screaming at them. You're never gonna see me hollering and moaning. I am now in a place where I just want to raise Coco in peace. I would rather not be with somebody that has that going on. Hear me out. It's different if their children are older. It's different if their children are, you know, of the same, around the same age as Coco. They have a good relationship with their children's mother, then I would consider it. But knowing what I know about how these things work, yeah, I've kind of always said that I would just rather not. Now, if the man of my dreams comes along and he ticks every box and there is no drama, then I would absolutely consider it. And I get asked this question a lot. Do I want more kids? I absolutely want more. I absolutely want another child. I want another baby. I want my eggs cracked. No, I'm kidding, not right now. My dream is to have a baby girl. I think Coco would make such an incredible sibling. I think he would make such a wonderful big brother. All in all, with everything that kind of went down over the past couple years, I kind of feel like I'm coming into my own again. But the one thing that I would like to include in life is love. I do want love. I do. I would like some love in my life. I am definitely at the older guy phase. I like them mature, okay? And I like them to be able to teach me something. And I've always been a girl to go for older guys, actually. I've always been that kind of girl. I like them silver. Give me a silver fox. Yes. Yes. Oh. Mature, fine like fine wine. That's what I like. Let me go and sort out the lace a little bit, and then we'll come back and finish off our chats. Okay, I've done my hair. I think we were chatting about dating. I am speaking to somebody, and I'm taking it easy because, I mean, since my breakup from my last relationship, I have had heartbreak. So I am just trying to take it easy without getting my hopes up, without putting too much hope into it. I'm hopeful. I'm just taking it easy, seeing how it goes. Therefore, I can avoid disappointment. So things are positive. One thing I'm super happy about is that Coco's doing well in school. School has its ups and downs, and navigating being a teenager, living in an urban environment with a young mum, I can only imagine that for him sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially because I am on social media. But to be fair, he's been really chill about it. He tells me when he doesn't like something I may have said online, which has only ever been like one time. So yeah, it's obviously a different space from any of his friends. They don't have to navigate, you know, their parents being on social media. But he's doing well in school. He has an amazing tutor. Oh my goodness, he has an amazing tutor. Another thing I'm so proud of myself for is getting this tutor situation sorted. I was screaming from the heavens that I want to get him a tutor. I really think it's important for him, especially in his final year. I lined my lips with Too Faced lip injection, and it actually has like a little tingle. Oh my god, I actually love it so much. And I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty. This is the cream lipstick in Honey Bun. His tutor is a wonderful, wonderful guy. He actually is studying economics at university. He teaches him maths, tutors him in maths, and it's by JOYLEARNING. Amazing. When somebody comes into your life or somebody offers you something that changes or like takes a weight off your shoulders, that is exactly how I felt with JOYLEARNING. He has his tutoring every Wednesday, and then they send alerts on Tuesday evenings. So they send me an email to let me know that he's tutoring. Don't forget, Coco has a tutor. It's like an automated thing, and then I get reports after every single lesson. So it's not him learning anything new in the sense that they're learning new subjects. He's just more going over things that he may struggle with, things that could come up in the exam that he might find difficult to tackle. The tutor is so attentive. He allows Coco to tackle it, and then he will let him know, okay, this is what you could have done differently, or this is how you can do it to make it easier for yourself. Parents out there who are watching this, if you have any kids that are doing any exams, the one thing that you can do to support them is just to get them that extra help. I will be forever grateful to JOYLEARNING. I'll put their details in the description box, of course, so you guys can check them out. Parents, honestly, please, 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 you will not regret it. They do 11 plus, they do GCSE prep, they do A-level. Like, the weight off my shoulders, I'm just like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, God always comes through in the most mysterious ways. Like, how can I be screaming for years on end that I want to get Coco a tutor, and then it just happened to fall into my lap? I think this will be a fantastic gift for Christmas. Buy them a couple lessons, or buy them a package, or buy them a term's worth of tutoring. This is the NYX Cream Matte in Cairo. My fragrance for today is by Commodity, and this is the Best of Layering Duo. They have 3 scent spaces: personal, expressive, and bold, and the scent spaces are signified by these icons just up here. Bold, of course, is their more stronger scents, I would say. They're a lot more potent scents. Personal is a lot lighter, it's personal to use, but they have a certain, it's like, I guess it's like a chemical or like a scent chemical, I don't even really know, but a certain ingredient that allows the scent to be tailored to your personal scent. And once you spray it on your skin, it adapts to your personal scent. And the expressive is just slightly stronger. So it's basically 3 different concentrations that adapt to your personal scent, which I think is amazing. So this is their layering duo, and I have here Paper Minus and then Milk. Let me get my phone out and do my Googles and tell you exactly what's in this fragrance. Milk is a rich, warm fragrance of marshmallow, mahogany, tonka bean, and cold milk. So if you like mahogany and tonka bean, which can be quite bold, stronger scents, then you will like this. But the marshmallow and the cold milk is obviously gonna sweeten that out as well. And then Paper Minus is a woody ISO E Super blend. The ISO E Super blend is basically what allows it to create a fragrance once it hits your skin. So that personal fragrance that each individual will basically get is the ISO E Super, combined with sweet amber, and basically that as a blend allows it to come alive on your skin and allows it to be so much more tailored to you. I love fragrances like this. I had something like this years ago, and I found that it became one of my favorite fragrances. And these are the 30ml bottles, which are great to gift people. They're great for traveling. You don't have to carry around like 50 or 100ml bottles. I'm gonna spray this behind my ears. Oh my god, this is delicious. Oh, is it because I'm delicious? Is it because I'm the delicious one? Are you telling me that this is my scent? And then I have here Milk. Oh my god, oh no, this fragrance is bomb. So if you like kind of sweet, without that sickly dairy scent, this is definitely for you. And I'm just gonna layer it on my hands. Oh my god, this is so delish. And I'm gonna place it on my neck, but not where I sprayed paper. Those are my scents for the day. And those two as a pair, fantastic. Oh, So yeah, I'm going to put the details in the description box. Again, these make great gifts, and Commodity actually also have exploration kit. So if you want to gift somebody one of these fragrances but you're not sure what they would like, they have a whole exploration kit on their website available to purchase, so you can just really play around with every single scent. So you can just have a spray, have a spritz, see how it feels on your skin, see how you feel about it during the day, and of course then you can use that information to purchase a gift for somebody if you wish, or for yourself. Why not? It's been a tough year, you deserve it. But yeah, I'm more or less ready. I'm in a stable, content, comfortable, happy, grateful phase. And I am also really hoping to just travel more. I want to travel more. I want to see more of the world. I just know that London ain't for me. I'm not supposed to spend the rest of my life in London. I think it's somewhere that will always keep me grounded because of course my family are here. But I feel such a disassociation with London. I feel like I'm just in this place. I don't feel like this is where my feet are supposed to be planted for the rest of my life. I want to be able to keep being authentic, keep being myself, and hopefully bring you guys on whichever platform you are coming from, whichever platform is your favorite platform to see me on, just keep bringing you guys realness and build on that realness and give you more realness and more realness and more realness. But I'm gonna go, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for your support. I want to thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single thing. Thank you again, and see you soon.